Thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. Uh, Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, I a couple different directions, couple things I want to mention, a couple different things I want to mention. So anyway, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I am out at the park once again, as you can see. Just enjoying it. It's gonna be a nice day today. It's supposed to be 74. That number might be relevant for you, 74, 47. Okay. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Um, yeah, so we're going to be talking about the very best version of yourself, and or not just that, but overcoming anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything, anything, anything. You can be Daniel sitting in the lion's den, literally, or I guess today that's rare. So, uh, energetically, I guess, right? You may feel like you're sitting in the lion's den, but so yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Again, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing more lives because of the Facebook, or excuse me, it might be something with Facebook, because of YouTube banning is the reason why I'm shadow banning is the reason why I'm doing more lives now, which I don't mind. I don't mind so much. For a long time I didn't show my face, so because it's not relevant. What this looks like is not relevant to anyone except for the divine being that I'm going to be joined to in esoteric marriage. That's the only face that's the only person this matters to, and me, yeah, obviously, but that's it. Doesn't matter to anyone else. Okay. My kids have no say so. So they get my genes no matter what, whether you want them or not. The ones who are already in existence, they might not want it. I don't know. We all have a choice, you know. We don't have to. We don't have to become the best versions of ourselves. We don't have to. You know, we all have a choice. Okay. So, again, thank you so much for being a part of the channel and the journey. Over the Mercury retrograde that just ended today, or yesterday, excuse me, yesterday with the full moon, officially. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. How are you? Hello, Lit. Hello, Joe. What's that, Joe? The only way you could... So yeah, so I'm going to be speaking on. Thank you so much for being a part of the video and the journey and the live. Yeah. So and continuing on, how do you overcome anything? I don't know what the. I don't know. Pay attention to the birds and things that are like that you see around. Also, pay attention to all of those things. But yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. It's 9 people in the chat, and the only way I know if the other side has been... Okay. That's a bit of a sentence fragment. But yeah, so anyway, welcome in, everyone. So how can we overcome anything? And when I say anything, I mean anything. Anything. Okay. And I'm not sure how many of you are actually a part of the channel, you know, or subscribers. Okay. But for myself, just to give you a little rundown of what I've been through, and I've just reached 50 years this lifetime. Okay. I just completed my first Jubilee. One Jubilee is 50 years. Good morning, Robin. One Jubilee is 50 years. All right. And so you can say not to take it so seriously, but as a Gaia Beacon, esoteric extraterrestrial being, Gaia Beacon, I'm the father of the Orisha, I'm the descendant of Yeshua, I'm the second seat to the right of Aravat and Avarat. So you can say don't take it seriously, but I am here for those who are ready to move. I'm not here for the ones that Yeshua was here for. Yeshua came for the unbeliever. I am here for those who are ready to rock and roll. That takes a spiritual general and a spiritual assassin, and that's who I am. So that's why I'm here. So to say don't take it too seriously, I would venture to say you're probably taking it a bit too lightly. Perhaps. Something to consider. Okay? So overcoming anything. So what has been my journey? Okay, so what has been my journey? Okay, and so some of these things I learned once I became an adult. Okay, and talking to Judy, the woman who I grew up calling mother. Okay, and just for reference, the man I grew up calling father or daddy, his name is Kevin. Okay, just for reference. Okay, so Judy and Kevin. Okay. And so from the get-go, there were challenges, okay? I was birthed with the umbilical cord wrapped around not just my neck, but also my left arm. And in fact, I have a birthmark on my left arm. I'm gonna pull up my sleeve a little bit and see if you can see it. I'm gonna see if I can show you this birthmark. It runs all the way up my arm. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll see. Maybe not. I don't know how well that shows, but it's all on my hand. It's like webbing, right? It's all on my hand and everything. Okay, so that's a birthmark. All right, and so right from the beginning, okay, the enemy, and again, pay attention to these things in regards to your own life. The enemy right away did not want me speaking, so the enemy right away was trying to cut off my throat chakra. Right away, and that's why I speak so boldly and speak so brashly, and some might say even harshly. That's why I speak the way that I do today. Okay? Because the enemy was trying to prevent that. And this is the very thing that is freeing beings that are captive, spiritual beings that are captive today. This very thing right here, this throat chakra. Okay? Right? That was right from the get-go. That was day one. Okay? Then, okay, things happened between birth and 4. Significantly, I believe something happened at the age of 2. I don't know what. I don't know if that was when, I don't know, that might have been when I had performed the first miracle. You know, Yeshua was birth talking. You know, Yeshua, the Jesus, he was birthed speaking to Mother Mary. They were having conversations back and forth. An infant, newborn. Okay? All right. Forsake not the day of anything. I think the scripture says small things. Forsake or despise not the day. Oh, despise not the day of small things. Oh, that must be relevant. Okay. So all of your little bitty steps, they all add up. Collective. All of your little bitty steps, they all add up. Okay. All right. So that was the first umbilical cord wrapped around my neck and my arm. Okay. And then whatever witchcraft Kevin and Judy were doing on me from birth, and whoever their relatives are. Yeah, right. So healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. Okay. So that I had seizures up until I was 8. So between the ages of 2 and 8 was when whatever that curse was happened. That was the first curse against my body, illness against my body. There was another one, but that was the first one. Okay. So I'm showing you can overcome anything. Okay. Anything. So then beyond that, a thing that I caused. In the 6th grade, I broke my right wrist, but that was because I was clowning around. I was running backwards, and I tripped and fell, and I broke my right wrist. Kevin took me to the doctor to get a cast put on, but he didn't take me to the doctor to take it off. He just sawed it off himself because he's a cheap-ass motherfucker. And he liked wearing $1,500 suits, and we went to Payless because that's just how he was. And if you want to look up his record, you can find him on the public website, public web, World Wide Web. You can find him by Googling Kevin Thomas case, Detroit, Michigan. You can find his case online and look up all of his information. And where did that dog come from? That dog just showed up. A dog might be a spy too. You secret agent. um, so so anyway, so yeah, so then went into the military, which honestly today I still don't believe I should have gone into the military. I really don't. um, I did it because I didn't want to go into I wasn't interested in going into college. I wasn't interested in that at the time. So anyway, went into the military, 8 years in the military. Was supposed to have arthroscopic knee surgery when I was in Germany after completing PLDC, non-commissioned officer school, okay, for E5. And so, but I didn't, okay. I knew I was a healer even back then. And back then I was kind of karmic. Back then I was kind of karmic. When I was in Germany, yeah, I was a little karmic. I was a little dark, not doing evil and witchcraft and all that stuff in the way that you might think, but I was karmic in the way that I carried on in life. So the woman who I married, the first wife that I married, left me for Kevin, who was a polygamist. Okay, so the woman that I married left me for the man that I called father. Okay, you heard that correct. The woman that I married first in 1996 left me for the man that I called father, because he was a polygamist for 30 something years. Again, serving 40 to 60 right now in Michigan. If he's not already dead, I don't know. And so then, okay, so dealt with that heartache. And I don't know if Kimberly's actually mine or not. There's high suspicion that Kimberly is not my biological daughter. But regardless, I treated her like that I treated her like that. So, just paying attention. And so, there are a lot of things that are being revealed that very few people are talking about. You'll find a couple people on YouTube talking about it. Okay. But not many. Okay. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up? How you doing? We have a friend today. That's awesome. So that's just me. That's my nature. That's my spirit. All right. Animals love me. Again, Gaia Beacon. So anyway, pay attention to who you attract. Okay, that's not bragging. Pay attention to who you attract. Okay, pay attention. All right. So yeah. So in all that I've been through, okay, I've dealt with a karmic relationship that I thought was a forever thing, and energetically she left me at the altar. Although we were not standing physically at the altar. Energetically, she left me at the altar because she was already in a relationship or married to someone or something like that prior, hired by family members to try to poison me and end my life or some dumbass shit like that. Okay, for money. Okay, for insurance money or something like that. And shit like that happens all the time. You see it on 2020 and you hear about it on Criminally Listed or other channels on YouTube and that, but it's not mainstream yet. It's not mainstream yet, you know? That's not mainstream yet, but it needs to be, because that's the truth. Okay? So yeah. Where did our friend go? I don't know. I don't see him. No. I wonder where he went. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the visit, whoever you are. The dog that was over here. So I've given everything that I've owned away. Okay. Literally. So that's the Job experience. Okay. It was 15:13 on the video timer. So that was the Job experience. I've given everything that I owned away and moved away from that place that I was sent to. 20 years I was there after the military. And in fact, I was telling the people that I'm renting from now, the wife, whose name is Gail, again, that may resonate with you. I was sharing with Gail how she was like, oh, you could stay here for however long you need to. And I was like, well, you know, I won't be there for much longer because I'm just in the holding pattern, you know? And I said, part of the time was for me to heal. And I said, and then the other part of it was really for me to start really getting this out and really starting to delve into my ancestry and make these rapid ascensions so that I can be alongside whatever other spiritual leaders that are being pulled forward and revealed. Oh, there's our friend. Being revealed. And so I will be the first to tell you that the journey, should you choose to embark upon, I remember saying this years ago when I was in a religious church, when I was in a church, every church is religious. When I was in a religious sect, I don't know what you call it. See that there was a Honda back there. It just stopped. That Honda back there just stopped directly behind me. It just stopped in the middle of the street. It just stopped right there in the middle of the street. I don't know what they're doing. The dumbasses, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they playing games. I don't know. It's funny, none of them are saying anything. I've tagged Steve Parker from the Rock of Central Florida. I've tagged his ass. I've tagged Roxanne's ass. I've tagged Tom's ass. I've tagged Omar's ass. Nobody will respond. Nobody will respond. I've sent them text messages. I've sent them Instagram messages. None of them will respond. Why? Because they're guilty and they're scared as shitless. That's why. That's why. Because they didn't realize they were coming up against a spiritual assassin. You need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. I guess that's her dog. I guess she's trying to get her dog. Confirmation. Confirmation. Here comes another gentleman who started walking 2 German Shepherds 2 days ago. I got a confirmation yesterday about someone walking, or about German Shepherds. I saw him yesterday. I'm just starting to see a couple people that I've seen over the last couple of days, and I know they're agents or undercover or PIs or whatever. I don't know. Okay, but they don't faze me. They don't say anything to me, and as long as they don't come up to me and attempt to do something, it's all good. But the minute somebody attempts to come up to me and say something dumb, I'm not responsible. That's all I gotta say, because I'm not a debater. I'm not a debater. Okay. Yeah, right. So all that I've been through, all the illnesses that I've healed myself from, the last one that I physically had to deal with was dialysis. Okay, so a rare autoimmune virus, incurable by man. It's called IgG4 nephropathy. Confirmation, I just got another phone notification. IgG4 nephropathy, and IgG4 nephropathy is just discovered in the medical world since 2010. So essentially it's a brand new illness. Okay, there is no man-made cure for IgG4 nephropathy. So I was on dialysis for 4.5 years because of witchcraft. Okay, and with this witchcraft, I was able to, despite this witchcraft, I was able to alchemize it into a transplant on 7/7 of 17. So when divine sets you apart, they set you apart to the point to where no one can deny who you are. And I'm getting the word today. I'm hearing the word beingness, beingness, beingness. No one can deny your beingness. Okay? So all the signs and wonders are there. You know what my one mistake was? And this is perhaps going to help someone. My mistake was believing that everyone that I was giving unconditional love to was for the journey, was in for the long haul. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. Because I didn't have a filter. I was just happy-go-lucky, free-flowing, give love, give love, give love, give love, help, 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 help. Right? Oh, yeah, so you want to give me this sideways ass, shoulder in, lean hug bullshit? Oh, yeah, I'll take that. And my insides were cringing like, this motherfucker don't like you. This bitch don't even like you. Okay? So, to those who were, just to let your sorry ass know, Justina, and whoever the fuck else you are, I picked up on your fucking energy. So, collective. You are bigger, braver, badder, and bolder than anything you have yet experienced. If you are in doubt, you are bigger, badder, bolder, and better than any version of yourself you have yet to experience, at least in this lifetime. Okay? And I don't believe you've experienced it in any other lifetime. I don't believe lifetimes are not retrograde. Like you don't go back in time in a lifetime. You know what I mean? Okay. So me being birthed in 1974, this lifetime, I did not have to go back to 1562. You see what I'm saying? Right? I already had those lessons. I just had to access the Akashic records and former lifetimes that brought those lessons to me. Okay? All right. So, wherever you are today, whatever you're doing, okay, understand that you can overcome anything. You do not need the Bible to overcome it. It is not about a scripture. Trust me. Trust me. Okay? I want you to think about how many years you've been looking in that book and how far you've come. Still deal with addictions. Still deal with 3D earthly things that are temptations. If you do, then that's the religious part of things. Then that's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Okay? There are good things in that book, but I would encourage you to outside of those walls. Okay? So, do see, before I go, I do want to mention, okay, so again, Ashley, Lit, Joe, and Robin, thank you so much for being a part of the live. Those are all the names that I see up here. Stop, I don't know, showing the names or what have you. Okay, so anyway, collective, thank you so much. It was 24:04 on the video timer just a moment ago. Okay, that's 6666 2424. So happy Sunday to you. That's SUN and SON. Right? Enjoy your day as always, and be encouraged.